Well, I'm out here watering pasture, and these girls decided to have a little power struggle going on. So I got some form of irrigation going on now. This side got all nice and watered. So now we're doing all the other side. But these girls right here are having a power struggle. They kind of been getting into it every now and again. Murderface and Jenny. And Lucy's kind of refereeing the whole thing. Kind of wonder who's going to win. Oof. One of the main reasons why I just butted them too is because they could injure each other when they got horns. I mean, they could still injure each other without horns, but very minimal. One of them will give up before they actually hurt each other. But they're just kind of fighting for position here. I don't know, looks like Murderface ain't holding up too well. Looks like Jenny keeps driving her back. You know, here it comes. Snack break. Right in the middle of a fight. Can you imagine that? Oh! Ethel! Ethel! Anyway, oof. That was a hit. Can you imagine? Right in the middle of a fight, you know, tossing some hands, and all of a sudden, hey, let me finish my burger real quick. I'll go right back into it too. It's hilarious. Oh, I see a little bit of blood on top of both of their heads. They don't have spurs, so I'm not really too worried about it. It's gonna happen just from the sheer impact. But if they had horns, it could have been a lot worse. And they're cleaning this area up. I did it all on my own last year. Yeah, it looked like that. Now they're cleaning it up. See all this crap now. Which is good. Kind of the idea of why we have goats in this such uneven terrain. They could go eat almost about up to the creek. So it works out really well. There's going to be a little line there between the creek and the actual flat land, but that's okay. Not a big deal. They'll take care of what they can, and whatever I have to do on the other side, I'll have to do on the other side. See, they really love this stuff right here. It's wild lettuce. But I think I've mentioned it before. It's got some kind of like alkaloid in it. And essentially it gets them bloated. And they love the hell out of it. Hey, you guys. Yeah. Oh, she bit my finger right now. Yeah, they'll eat the hell out of that stuff. It's a wild lettuce. we could actually eat this stuff and it has kind of the same effects, but you know, I don't know. If you're into that kind of stuff, I guess there's cheaper means. Well, I guess probably not cheaper means, but you know, better means of getting that way if you want to get that way. Demonetized. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty cool. These goats are doing a fantastic job getting ready to bring the cattle. This is essentially what they're doing. They're gonna go ahead and strip all these weeds out of here, getting this whole area prepped for the cattle. I got them at my buddy's farm right now, and as soon as they level all this area and they kind of get all the weeds under control. Oh, I think there's ants there. Ants! I think there's ants there. But as soon as they get this whole area under control, then I could bring in the cattle, and with irrigation we could get all the Bermuda grass growing through, because the Bermuda grass is trying to grow, but as you can see, it's just drowned out, shaded out by all this other stuff. But it's like this weird giant Bermuda growing in here, and it's great. It just kind of grows alongside it. Last year it was so dense I couldn't really do anything to it, but every time I tried to mow it, it wouldn't be all that great. It'd be difficult and kind of a pain in the ass, but we got it here. We got it taken care of. We got the mobile lawn mowers and mobile fertilizers taking care of this whole area. My buddy Steve, where I have the cattle at, he would actually agree about this whole situation, about doing it this way, and he's kind of the one who had me go this way about the whole situation. Get the goats out here, let them take care of it. I mean, obviously it's a no-brainer getting the goats to do all the hard work for you while they also put on some pounds. Cuts the feed, that's for sure. I mean, I've literally bought, I don't know, I fed them about a couple bales of hay in the past month and a half, which usually they would eat, going on probably a bale of hay a week. And that's because they were still supplemented with some of the grass up here. But they're not too bad. They're growing. These guys are doing great. And another weird thing that goats do is they kind of get all the perimeter first, and then they excuse the locals, they kind of they clear the fence line. So that's actually gonna be really good, because once I get hot wire in here, oof, that's gonna be fun to watch. But once I get hot wire in here, I could go ahead and get everything, all the fence completed, and it'll keep all the weeds and everything from touching that hot wire and really getting causing a fire. It's my main concern, because the grass is aground, it's conductive, so if it's dry enough, it could cause a fire. So we're definitely not trying to do that, because if it causes a fire out here, you can see right across the creek right there, all that right there, those things go drier than heck, and oof, yeah, that would not be a good idea. So I'm still kind of pondering and contemplating on the whole thing about getting some wire out here. Bought some barbed wire instead, and for the time being, but with the cattle coming in, I don't know. They like to rub on posts and stuff like that, and I don't know if the barbed wire is going to be enough to keep them off the fence and the posts. I mean, the posts are set in concrete and everything is done correctly, but the soil is really loose here, so if you keep agitating it, it'll eventually give and flex and move. also definitely one of the things that that I'm concerned with. Oh man, these girls just eat all day down here. And they eat the heck out of it, everything. I mean, they even eat these dead limbs. They eat the bark off of it. They eat all the grass, all the weeds, things other animals won't even think about touching, and they'll just consume it. And they pack on the weight. Their coat gets nice and shiny. I mean, it's really healthy for them too, so it's great. It's great. I wish I had better footage, but man, you can see over there in the bottom left that they're still fighting, and that's gonna go on for days. Honestly, that's gonna go on for days. They'll finally give it up, and it's all totem pole stuff, like kind of like chickens have pecking orders. Goats have a herd queen, and then there's subordinates, and it kind of goes on from like a pyramid, and they eventually find out who's the top and who's the bottom. And it's amazing. If you watch all my videos, even though they're very boring, you'll see the differences between all of them. This girl right here, Phyllis, queen. She don't play. She plays dirty. She will bite, and she does not play. But she is definitely queen. And I would say, I don't know, I would say Ethel is number 2. And then from there, it probably goes to between, after Lucy kidded, she kind of maybe is on the next one on the line. And then it's a power struggle between Jenny and Murderface. The babies really haven't found their place either, but they have a hierarchy amongst themselves. It's weird. It's kind of fascinating. Anyway, that's probably more about goats than you guys wanted to know. Or maybe it's just the right amount. But we're over that 10-minute mark. We're at 12:30, so I would say we're good to go. And let's see if we could get her to say, "Hey, what's up? You good? You good?" That's it. Goodbye.